Walmart, and I am going to share with you some of the things that are overlooked that you should be buying right now if you have a chance. And of course, we want to start with whenever they get in fresh produce, get some fresh produce. This is the thing with fresh produce. If you have a canner, now's the time to can a lot of the things that are in the stores, because we never know when they're gonna run out. So if there's a sale and there's things that you really need to stock up on and you don't have any freezer space, can it. The thing that I really find interesting right now about what's running out in the stores is meat. And again, meat offers no antioxidants. It's hard on your system. It increases your acidity in your body, and actually does not do any good for your immune system. So this is not something that you need to be stocking up on. You want to be avoiding meat at this time if you are concerned about your immune system. So this is just a friendly reminder. It's not me being anti-meat eater. It's me saying this is what the research shows, that meat is not a healthy thing to be eating, especially when your immune system needs to be built up. There's a couple things also that you need to be avoiding at this time, and it probably is caffeine. Caffeine's going to dehydrate your system, and instead of drinking caffeine, you really need to start flooding your system with water. So what I always say is, if you're really addicted to coffee, start small and just start cutting it in half. If you do 2 or 3 cups a day, try to make it only 1 cup a day, because caffeine really constricts your vessels. They make them brittle, and they also increase your blood pressure. So it's just not a good time to be drinking any caffeine. Now here's something that's really overlooked too. Your vinegars. Now's a great time to be stocking up on your vinegars. And you know, people are pretty smart. The white vinegars you can use for a lot of household cleaning. But look at the apple cider vinegars. There's some really smart people. They're buying the right vinegars, because you know, apple cider vinegar is, it's got so many awesome properties, and it's good for you. So stock up on your vinegars right now. And I'll put a list of all the benefits of vinegar. Well, here are some really great items that you can be buying now, and that's your superfoods, your Acacia powders, your superfood blends, your goji berries, and it looks like people are actually pretty smart. They have been buying some of that. You know, you can find these at Walmart right off the shelf. Sometimes ordering it from Amazon, there's been a delay, and some of these things are out. So if you have the resources and the funds, there's nothing wrong with getting some of these extra antioxidant, really good dehydrated types of things that you can throw in your smoothies. So make sure you read the labels, make sure it's organic and non-GMO. Just be really careful. Some of them can be pricey, but it's a great way to boost your immune system. So this is my favorite section, and people are getting smart. Look at that. There's only one Presto canner on the shelf. So they're actually really, I think, thinking homesteading and prepping and things that they need to do to prepare for the future. So this is where I would start. I would start with a pressure canner. I would start with a big pot that you can actually probably get at Goodwill, but you need to get some jars. And now is the time, because again, you can shop sales and you can start canning your goods. So this is I'm surprised that people are actually buying their jars. So there's some pretty smart people out there. But this is another place that I would start stocking up on things. Well, if you can't find any toilet paper for $4, you can actually buy 18 washcloths. And you may be laughing, but this is a great way to actually you remember when they had cloth diapers? Well, you can keep a pail of water and, like a bleach water in your bathroom with a bucket, and you can actually rinse out your washcloths as you go to the bathroom, and you can run them under water and clean it, so you can reuse it again and again and again. So if you don't have any toilet paper, this is the next best alternative to toilet paper. Yeah, washcloths. And please don't forget your pets. Now, I'm not a big advocator of buying dog food. What I always did on the homestead was buy bulk rice, different types of rices and lentils, and I would feed that to my dogs, along with our canned venison. And I know a lot of people don't have canned meat because we were hunters. So, but if you can buy extra grains, rice, you can, or, you can buy carrots in bulk. You can actually can that stuff, or you can keep it on hand for your pets, and you can make your own dog food, which is much cheaper. But if that is not an option, now is the time to start buying extra dog food, because everybody has a dog or a cat, and this is where the shelves are going to start going bare. I'll guarantee it. So stock up now for your pets because we love them. Well, I know you may think I'm crazy and it's not time for summer yet, but now is the time to buy a grill and stock up on some propane. Why do I say that? Because at any time we may not have electricity. We keep forgetting that the glaring fact is things are changing very quickly. And one of the things that we had in the homestead was a grill, and we used it year round. So if you have an electric stove, and just think about if your electricity goes out, you're not going to have any way to cook. So actually having a handy little grill is a great idea. If you live in an apartment or in a house that's really small, or you could actually go. You see out there, they've got the big grills. Buy yourself a big grill if you have a family and you could afford it, and buy the 50-pound tanks of propane. Buy several. On the homestead, we probably had about four or five. I mean, all different sizes, and we always kept them full and handy. And one final thing that you should be buying that people are overlooking right now, the gas prices are really low. You need to get some of these containers, and you need to buy yourself some gas. Premium gas actually lasts up to 1 year, and you can actually put in there's a name for it, a stabilizer in your gas if you're not buying premium. So take advantage of the gas prices and get extra gas. And I say that because one of the purchases you should be looking at also is a generator. Yeah, a generator. So, my friends, you never know when, again, the electricity may be the next thing to go. And we keep walking by. Look at this. The seeds are out and people are walking by the seeds. Now is the time that you need to start growing your own food. And you know what? I've said this before. Even if you don't have any land, you don't have a backyard, you can buy a green stalk planter. And you know what? This is a great time to have one of those planters, because you can start your seeds indoor and then you can transplant them into the green stalk planter, and you can have a whole 6 tier of food growing within a couple months. And my friends, in a couple months, we don't know what the food situation is going to look like. You need to start growing now. And some of the easiest things that you can just do in your windowsill is your herbs too. So grab some packages of herbs, get them in some soil. Buy some extra soil, but get a green stalk planter, get some pots, and start planting. All right, my friends, I'm going to go check out, but hopefully you take Starry's advice. This is the old Starry from the homestead, giving you some frugal ideas and things that you really should be looking at when you go to Walmart. You never know. God bless you guys. Go check out now.